Dire wolves could easily tear apart a full-grown lion. It sounds like a bold claim, doesn't it? But is there any truth to this assertion? Let us explore the fascinating world of these two apex predators to uncover the facts. It may seem absurd. A lion, the 400-pound apex predator of Africa, facing off against a prehistoric wolf-like creature from Ice Age North America. However, there's an interesting twist. Dire wolves were not quite what most people believe they were. By the end of this discussion, your perspective might just change. Dire wolves were not true wolves. First, let's debunk a common myth. Despite their name, dire wolves were not simply oversized gray wolves. In 2021, a groundbreaking DNA study published in National Geographic confirmed dire wolves are not closely related to modern gray wolves. Dr. Angela Perry, archaeologist at Durham University, stated, "They're more closely related to African wild dogs and jackals. Dire wolves split from the wolf family nearly 6 million years ago and followed a distinct evolutionary path in isolation in North America. Their scientific name, Enochiondyrus, even reflects their uniqueness, meaning terrible wolf. So let that sink in. They weren't wolves. They were an entirely different species. Size, strength, and bite force. Dire wolves weren't just big. They were massive, far bulkier than modern-day wolves. On average, they weighed around 150 pounds. The largest specimens could exceed 200 pounds, heavier than a German shepherd, and edging into lion-size territory. But size alone wasn't their most dangerous weapon. What truly set them apart was their bone-crushing bite. Their jaws were built to pulverize thick bones and extract the nutrient-rich marrow inside, a rare ability shared today only by elite predators like hyenas. According to scientists, dire wolves had one of the strongest bite forces among all Ice Age carnivores. Their skulls were reinforced for raw power, not speed, evolved for brutal close-quarters combat. And unlike lions who aim for the throat to suffocate their prey, dire wolves fought differently. They could shatter limbs, cripple bones, and wear down even the toughest opponents with one savage bite. The lion's raw power. Let's not underestimate the challenge they would face. The African lion is a formidable opponent. Adult males can weigh up to 420 pounds and possess razor-sharp claws, strong muscles, and explosive speed. Their canine teeth are longer than those of a dire wolf, specially evolved for precision killing. Lions are designed for dominance and prefer ambush-style takedowns, avoiding prolonged battles. In a one-on-one confrontation, a lion likely has an advantage in terms of raw strength and agility. However, there is more to this fight than just muscle. Pack hunters, strategy, and endurance. Dire wolves did not hunt alone. Evidence from the La Brea tar pits, where over 4,000 dire wolf fossils have been found, shows they were pack hunters, similar to African wild dogs today. This suggests they used coordination, strategy, and relentless endurance in their hunts. In a group, dire wolves could exhaust even the largest prey animals, such as prehistoric horses, camels, even mammoths. While one might envision a solitary dire wolf, its evolutionary design was focused on grappling, biting, and endurance, rather than flashy takedowns. One significant advantage of dire wolves: unlike cats, they did not tire quickly. They could keep running, keep hunting, much longer. The forgotten kings of ancient America. Many people are unaware of some intriguing facts about dire wolves. They never crossed into Asia via the Bering Land Bridge. Instead, they evolved and thrived in North America, alongside saber-toothed cats and short-faced bears. Dire wolves hunted massive herbivores, including giant sloths, ancient bison, and Ice Age horses. However, around 12,500 years ago, they vanished, likely victims of the Quaternary extinction event, which also wiped out many of their prey. Even more surprising, despite coexisting with gray wolves and coyotes for thousands of years, there is no evidence that dire wolves ever interbred with them. They remained genetically isolated until the end, a lost branch of the canine family tree. Inspiration behind fiction. You've probably come across the term dire wolf before, thanks to Game of Thrones. The large, dog-like wolves featured in the series were based on dire wolves. However, the real dire wolves were even more fascinating. They didn't roar like lions. They howled like dogs. Rather than snowy forests, they roamed plains, grasslands, and woodlands. Their true power: bite, teamwork, stamina. Will we ever see them again? Could we see a future where dire wolves return? They went extinct around 10,000 years ago, due to a combination of climate change and the loss of large prey. But recently, efforts have begun to de-extinct the dire wolf. Colossal Biosciences announced the creation of 2 dire wolf puppies, using DNA from ancient remains combined with gray wolf cells. While these animals show some traits of their ancient ancestors, scientists debate whether they can truly be considered dire wolves. Projects like Revive and Restore are working to bring extinct species back, from the woolly mammoth to the passenger pigeon. There is a specific project currently focused on dire wolves. Some believe we could engineer gray wolves with dire wolf traits, using CRISPR. Final verdict: who would win? So, could a dire wolf kill a lion in a one-on-one encounter? The lion likely wins. It's larger, faster, more explosive. But in a pack scenario, the dire wolves would dominate, using strategy, teamwork, and bone-crushing brutality. But perhaps it's not just about who wins. It's about recognizing the forgotten legends of Earth's wild past, creatures that ruled their realms, long before lions ever roared. This debate isn't over. It's just beginning. Tap the video on your screen right now. Saber-toothed versus African lion versus tiger, the clash of fangs and fury. And you decide. Leave a comment: dire wolf or lion. We'll feature the best ones in our next video. Like, subscribe, and remember, history isn't written by the winners. It's written by the survivors. Stay wild.